All right. So the bad news is the Padres lose 5-1. The good news is they got a run in the ninth inning, Jim, in the Vedder Cup Series. This is a 6-game series. By getting, I tried so hard. I
Dude,
couldn't
all right,
do
tell
it.
everybody we were about to. Okay, this is good. All right, we got this. We got this. Come on.
Okay.
All right, reset.
3, 2, 1.
2-1. All right.
All right. So they lose the game 5-1, but by scoring in the ninth, they close the gap in run differential. Because remember, the winner of the Vedder Cup, if the season series is tied at 3, it's going to come down to run differential, and then it's going to come down to exit velocity. So sure, they're -4 in runs. It could have been worse. It could have been -5. What do they look like in the exit velocity category right now?
So right now, it's not looking great.
So stupid.
This is the dumbest thing ever. All right, hold on.
Yeah, pull up the Evo for tonight.
All right. So, like I said, it's not looking great for the Padres in exit velocity for the series because right now the high water mark is 111.9 off the bat. So, do you have that person on the team that can get over 111.9? You absolutely do.
Do you call up a Campy?
No, I don't think so because Fernando Tatis Jr.'s, exists, right? He's better. Right. Tatis had a 109 off the bat tonight. So I think eventually you could see Tatis. Elias Diaz led the way with the Padres tonight, an exit velocity of 109.3. So look, it's doable. It absolutely is doable to eclipse 111.9 off the bat. Now that's a huge thing when it comes to this series, guys. Like you have to make sure you have all the box checked off when it comes to tiebreaker scenarios. Because with the 6-game series, right, it gets a little tricky. You lose 2 or 3 here, but then you win 2 or 3 in Seattle. Now we're going to tiebreaker. And so in the ninth inning, picking up that meaningless run, it wasn't meaningless. Wasn't meaningless.
It's almost like they picked up a game in the standings tonight. It's almost like they won, even though they lost by getting that ninth inning run.
It really is, because that's the thing is, this is the long play. Like this, I bet you in that dugout, don't you think they were looking at each other like, we need to get at least one run back here?
Let's get one here. Let's not worry about winning the game. Let's win the long game. Let's win the Vedder Cup.
Right. We cannot go down 5-0 in the run differential column.
No, you can't.
4 runs, that's doable. 5 runs, that's how many 5-run innings have they had this year? Not a lot.
Not a lot. I also wonder if you're Schulte tomorrow, are you telling the guys against Hancock, hey, we're not just looking for a good offensive game. We're looking for a really good, we're going to have to do our best to score a lot of runs. And Nick Pivetta, 6 innings, 2 runs isn't good enough. We're going to need you to shut out the Mariners tomorrow because we're -4 in run differential.
I agree.
It's very intriguing. It's really intriguing.
Look, it's not a great start to the series. You're down 0-1. You're down 4 runs in the run differential column, and you are going to have to eclipse 111.9 off the bat. So got some work to do. But this is a long series. It's just game 1. Teams have come back after losing game 1 and going down by, losing by 4 runs and not having an exit velo over 111.9. You can do that. But
I wonder if you're Victor Rodriguez, if you call the position players in early and you're like, let's try our hardest swings today during BP and see if we can replicate that during the game. All right. We went long enough with this bullshit. Padres lose 5-1. Who cares about? Let's try to now go as long as possible without saying the V word. As the Mariners win 5-1, we'll get to all of your super chats here tonight. Thank you for your support of the channel. Please subscribe. Year-round content for you, whether you're here live or on replay. Smash the like button for us. Follow us on X at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. All Mariners tonight. Stephen Kolek comes back to earth. The last 3 home runs. I mean, the Padres had opportunities in this game. Thank you, by the way, for the super chats. We see them coming in. We'll get to all of them. We appreciate your support of the channel. Click the $ below the chat box. Padres, Jim, opportunities early. Luis Ariz, 3 hits. But Seattle with 3 home runs. Stephen Kolek, had been great in 2 outings. He wasn't here tonight, and in front of that large crowd, the Padres were pretty listless here tonight in falling 5-1.
Yeah, scattered, 7 hits until the 9th inning there. Just nothing offensively going right for them. Luis Ariz had 3 hits. That was nice, but Manny, a rare 0 for 4 night. Merrill, I've completely ruined, by the way.
You have killed Jackson Merrill. We need to probably start there. And you've killed the value of my baseball card, is what you've done.
No, I was going to say, what's worse? Me proclaiming that Jackson Merrill was the best center fielder in baseball on social media and then getting immediately ripped by Cubs fans thinking Pete Crow Armstrong's the best, even though Pete Crow Armstrong, if you look at the entirety of his career compared to Merrill's not even close. Or is it you, by the way, before I tweeted that thing out, you bought a Merrill rookie card well before I tweeted out Jackson Merrill was the greatest baseball player in the history of the planet.
Let me just grab it so I can have it next to me for the show.
Right. So whose real fault is this?
And I probably overpaid for the thing anyway.
Absolutely, you did. Things going for $30. You pay $70 for it. Like, what are we doing here? So one could argue that it wasn't me that ruined Jackson Merrill, that it was actually John that ruined Jackson Merrill because he purchased the Merrill card before I tweeted out the Merrill best center fielder in baseball tweet.
I do agree with that. I'll take blame as much as you can take blame. Also, I think Apple TV deserves blame. Did you see the graphic today, Jim? I haven't. I can send this to you. Look at this graphic. I just saw it on Instagram. I didn't actually see it during the game. Look at this graphic. I'll send it to you. This is just a screenshot from Instagram.
They had a lot of graphics.
They love their graphics. By the way, these supers, Sunriser, you rock.
We'll get to the supers, man. Thank you.
We're going to get to all of them. Sunriser, you rock. Look at this graphic. Apple TV throws up a graphic of Ken Griffey Jr., Julio Rodriguez, and Jackson Merrill. I kind of like putting Julio Rodriguez and Jackson Merrill up there because it's Seattle, San Diego, and they compare him to freaking Griffey through 173 games. Listen to this. Griffey at age 20 through 173 career games, 288, 26 home runs, 91 RBIs, 813 OPS. Merrill through 173 games, 305, 28 home runs, 107 RBIs, 858 OPS. When I saw that graphic, I was like, oh gosh, like, I don't know. The Griffey comp is might be a little early for the Griffey comp, right?
Well, by the way, it's definitely too early for the Griffey comp with Julio Rodriguez. What are you doing?
Yeah. I guess just the Seattle play, right? It's Seattle, San Diego.
They both play center field. Like,
yeah.
But
no, we've all jinxed Jackson. 0 for 12? Has he had an 0 for 12 in his career?
I don't know, but maybe Kevin should start writing like Merrill sucks articles now because we know Merrill reads his articles and then immediately turns it around.
Can they get that 135 million back? We meant 1 million, 1.35 million for 9 years.
One could argue he's overpaid now.
He's going to be fine. We know he's going to be fine. I am a little surprised to see him scuffle because he doesn't scuffle very often. So he'll be fine. But I don't know how many times he's gone in these 173 games, hitless in 3 straight games. Probably a couple, but not more than a couple.
And by the way,
all right.
Even with the 0 for 12 and looking just awful at the plate, he's still hitting 389 with a 1,055 OPS.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he had a torrid 15 games, and now he's had 3 days where he looks like a baseball player because everyone's gone 0 for 4 before, and it's going to happen again. Sunriser, thanks, man, for the first super of the night. He says, what did I walk into? If you missed the first 5 minutes, don't go back and watch it. We were pretending as if this, I don't even want to say it, this VC, Vedder Cup,
you said it,
matters. But what matters is winning, and hopefully they can still win this series. And I'm talking about this series at home against the Mariners because that's what they did against the Angels. They dropped game 1, they came back. Win this series, they're in great shape. But clearly they have work to do. And Seattle's good. I mean, Seattle's offense has been good this year. It's their pitching that has let them down. And tonight, obviously, the pitching was really good. But, man, they got some freaking hitters in that lineup, including Cal Raleigh, who's now hit 14 home runs. He's played every game but one, their catcher, this year. He's on $100 million deal, and he has had a terrific start to his year. So that's what you walked into, Sunriser.
It's so funny because, before the season, we were talking to somebody that works in Seattle. And their big thing is like the Mariners offense sucks.
Yep.
And they've actually put together a pretty good start to their season offensively. Like
Definitely.
it's not smoke and mirrors where they're just, winning games 1-0 or 2-1. It's like, they're putting up runs and they got a pretty legit offense when you look at it. Polanco, Crawford, Rodriguez, Raleigh, like that's Rosarena, they got a pretty decent offense here. Now their pitching is also pretty good as well. I mean, Evans tonight shoved, just fucking mowing down every single Padres player like they never played baseball before. But, for a team that over the last, couple years and maybe even longer struggled as much as they have offensively, so far this year, like they're pretty good.
I kind of like their offense, truthfully. And watching this game, again, I don't think it's anything to go crazy about, but it's much improved. And we had today Aaron Goldsmith, who's the TV announcer for the Mariners, on the show. I've known him for forever. And he made a really good point. It's like, if the Mariners don't make the postseason now, when are they going to make the postseason? They've missed out by one game in 2 straight years, and they have the pieces in place where if they don't get to the postseason, I think it actually would be surprising. So it's a long year. Nobody's really overly concerned about that. They're playing a good team is the point. These are not the Angels or the Rockies that the Padres are playing. And the Padres hopefully can bounce back and play well over the weekend. HBBV, thank you, man, for the super. He says, y'all see Fryer's new fit. I did. Didn't he have like the grunge look going tonight? That was fitting for this series. And he says, Manny and X need to hit. Manny is hitting. Okay,
he just ended a 13-game hitting streak.
Was it 13 or was it 14?
14, 13, yeah. So, tomato.
Manny gets tonight without even any reference to anything other than his 14-game hitting streak, and we have been singing the praises of Xander Bogaerts and what he has meant in terms of impactful moments for this team. Again, I'm not going to sit here and preach to the choir how great Xander Bogaerts is. Neither of us will. But to be fair, Xander's been productive. Manny's been ultra productive. And now we're looking at other players, too, that are going to have to come through because Manny's not going to hit in every single game like he has over the last 14.
Yeah. To come on tonight and be like, Manny, I can't believe you're not hitting, bro. He literally just was on a 14-game hitting streak.
Yeah. What's he hitting now, Jim, for the year, including tonight?
331.
He's been awesome.
Amazing.
He really has. I mean, the one criticism we make every single night is he hasn't hit for power, but we all feel as if it will happen.
Now, Bogaerts, the jury is still out on his season, but the one thing that I do like that he has done of late is in the last 15 games, he has 15 RBIs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they're in big bunches. It's not like it's spread out, but still, you take what you get. Beggars can't be choosers here with Xander Bogaerts. All right.
I completely agree.
Whatever you get from Xander, you just got to take that and look at it as some type of positive. All right. The guy's never going to be the same player he was in Boston. He is completely overpaid. But if you can get him to drive in 85 runs this year, like sign me up. Right.
Yeah, then he'll be a part of the reason why the Padres have a really special year. Because if he drives an 85 with what they have going, they can win 95 plus games. It's a tough night to be critical of. It's not obviously Manny you can't be critical of. Xander, sure, you can absolutely be critical of, although he's had some impactful moments. Cronenworth had that RBI late. Arise had 3 hits. I thought, listen, they had some opportunities in this game. They were 0 for 7 with men in scoring position. There's your story. They were 0 for 7 with men in scoring position, where the other night, was it the last game against the Angels? They had 5 2-out runs.
Yeah.
Like, that's the difference. You come through, maybe you hang in this game. You don't come through, and your offense looks bad, even though, like you said, I think they had 7 hits in the first, 4 or 5 innings. So 7 hits in 4 or 5 innings, you're thinking about scoring a few runs. And they didn't, because with runners in scoring position, there was a double play ball, and they just didn't come through.
It's baseball. I mean, I despise that term. I really do, because it is the ultimate cop out whenever something bad happens or when a team has a bad night. The default for the person that just, it's just, that's baseball. Like, I hate that term.
Mm-hmm.
Do you? What do you feel on that term? I despise it.
I don't. Yeah. I don't like it, but don't you feel like sometimes there are some unexplainable parts of playing 162 games? Like, I feel like that term means there are just throwaway. It's not to say they're throwaway games. They don't go into the game and be like, we're throwing it away. But some of it, it doesn't explain well. Not that Kolek shutout against the Rockies means he's going to shut out the Mariners. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like some of it, you're off an off day and you're home and you've been great at home. Like, you're not expecting to be down 5-0 in the ninth inning tonight.
Yeah, I'm not.
It happens.
I'm not saying that like you should be upset and like throw stuff about this game in particular. I was just saying, like, in general, that's baseball. It's just like, it's a cop out. Now, if it's much easier to like not be overly upset about tonight's loss while it was a bad loss. I mean, they suck tonight. They've won 4 of their last 5 series. They're one of the better teams in baseball.
Yep.
Nights like this are going to happen. You just have to make sure they don't happen consecutively and too close together. Like, tomorrow, come back, have a good game plan at the plate, and put some runs on the board.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. We got all up in we didn't really, but we were upset. Padres fans were frustrated with the opening game loss to the Angels. Well, at Dodger Stadium tonight, the Angels beat the Dodgers. It's just over 162. You're going to get some results. And tonight's not a good example because the Mariners have been good. Now, they had played poorly at home. They were 1-5 at a homestand with the Blue Jays and the Yankees. They were really playing well until that homestand. Came back to earth, didn't score, and then they get here and they score. It's just some of it is hard to fully explain. Here's what you and I both agree with, which is what you just said. They've won 4 or 5 series. Can they rebound from tonight and put together a nice couple of days? And I don't know the answer to that. And I don't think it's actually going to be easy. But if they can win the next 2 days, then they're playing well, clearly. Sunriser, thank you for the very generous super. Guys, if you are here, thank you, man. Let's get some clap emojis in the chat.
Thank you, buddy.
We're on replay. If you're here right now, please subscribe. And if you're here right now, tell other people that we're live right now, because where are Padre fans? I know it's Friday night and it was a 5-1 loss, but come on. Like, we're here live, so get people in here. Sunriser, thank you, man, for your support of the channel. He says, what the F is going on here? You're trying to rationalize this. This is probably when we were breaking down the Vedder Cup run differential. Is this run differential a new thing in Major League Baseball? No. Oh, well, let's go Padres. All good with this. And this is still a great year. Love the Padres. And this has been a fun year. It has. It's been a great year. We were joking about tie-breaking scenarios for this fake Vedder Cup that was forced on us for this 2025 year, that if the two teams both win 3 games in a 6-game season series, there'll be a tiebreaker. And that's why we joked about run differential and exit velocity earlier.
And if both teams, are 3-3 against each other and they both have scored the same amount of runs, like if it's dead even, then the next tiebreaker would be exit velocity. Whoever has the highest exit velocity of both teams, that team would then win this, completely contrived, stupid Vedder Cup. Even though they are giving money to charity, which is great, I think they should have just done that in the first place without this stupid Vedder Cup thing. I mean, like, how embarrassing is it when you got everybody asking players and coaches about like Eddie Vedder and no one knows who this guy is? Or like,
they don't know his music yet.
They know who he is, but don't know his music.
Heidi Watney postgame with JP Crawford. She's like, what's your favorite Pearl Jam song? He's like, yeah, that one. That one.
Now, Rich McGuire, who is in the chat right now, was at the game, said that during the game they were playing Nirvana, not
Pearl Jam.
I know. What are we doing here?
Well, let me ask you this, because if you go to the Padres Instagram, Sunriser, you're the man for all
Thank
the
you,
generous super
Sunriser.
chats over the season. Thank you. Just seriously, thank you from me and Jim. If you go to the Padres Instagram, Jim, here's what I found a little odd. If you're going to have this whole series, first of all, shouldn't you be able to get Eddie Vedder to the first ever game? Like
I know
you probably,
yeah.
And when you go to the Padres Instagram, they have, when they talk about this, let me find it.
Rob Machado.
It's Rob Machado, a surfboard. But if you click on the surfboard, it says Eddie Vedder. You know what I mean? Like they tagged the surfboard as Eddie Vedder.
And then to like play it off, like they go, one of Eddie Vedder's best friends.
No, that doesn't count.
That's what they said.
I know, but look, like the tag says Eddie Vedder on the surfboard.
I know, but swipe over and you hear over the PA, they say, and now throwing the first pitch, one of Eddie Vedder's best friends.
And lifelong friend of Eddie Vedder.
Lifelong friend. Have someone throw out the first pitch tomorrow that actually knows a Pearl Jam song.
Yeah, like when Jackson Merrill makes the Hall of Fame per me, Jim, and Apple TV, they're not going to be like Jackson couldn't make it, but his good buddy from Maryland is here. Like, I mean, it doesn't work like that.
You know that before the season, Eric Grupner had this series like circled. He's so circled. You know, Group Dog was so excited about this series.
I mean,
as they should. They're a rock station.
That's their format. Yeah, I like personally Pearl Jam. I'm sure some of you in the chat do, and I'm sure some of you like Jim are too young for Pearl Jam. But that's neither here nor there. By the way, I like Dave Matthews Band. I'm not advocating for a Dave Matthews Band series. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Dave Matthews visited San Francisco and LA, so that's turned the Dodgers Giants series into.
Some people like Nas or Kendrick Lamar. It doesn't mean they need a baseball series. Like they're different. It doesn't make any sense. Is our point.
Like the person that will be so mad if this Padres team does not win the Vedder Cup is, like I said, is going to be Eric Grupner. You know, did you, by the way,
do you think Schilt like flips a tail? Do you think anyone gets mad? Like we wasted a golden opportunity this year.
Yeah.
What if they won the World Series but lost the Vedder Cup? Would Seattle be like, are we the true champions?
Yeah. Eric Grupner, he wants that guitar. I know. I know it.
In-season tournament, the play-in tournament, not or whatever
worse.
The thing's called.
This
in
is
the NBA.
Infinitely worse than that.
I agree.
Did you hear? By the way, did you hear freaking Eric Grupner on the radio being asked about like roster construction and like roster moves? I was like, what are we doing?
I'm always amazed when people get that like mistaken. Like the CFO or CEO, there's like a marketing side to a baseball team, and there's a baseball operations side, but they're not the same. It's like if you go to like iHeart and you're asking like the sales team about like what's on air. Like no, they sell it, but they're not like sports talk hosts. Yeah. It's hard to explain. Andrew, thank you, man, for the super. It says crap game, but Reynolds was excellent. 5 horsemen. Sean Reynolds like 2 2/3 innings, just eating those innings in a 5-run game. 2 2/3 innings, no hits, no runs, which is good. Wandy Peralta, an inning and a third, 2 hits, no runs. The bullpen goes 4 scoreless innings behind Stephen Kolek. No, I don't think we're going to go to the 5 horsemen after tonight.
But that 4 scoreless from the bullpen was huge for run differential. You got to make sure you keep this thing at 5, and then you pick one up in the 9th there. Sean Reynolds is the unsung hero of tonight's game, if you ask me.
Honestly, I would have gone to Suarez for the 9th to make sure they didn't allow runs. Like I would have gone straight from Morejon to Adam to Suarez.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Yeah. But luckily, the others did their job tonight, and so you didn't have to use Suarez. But like, look, if they're down 2-0 tomorrow in the 8th inning, like I might throw Suarez out there for 6 outs.
I love that.
Yeah.
And also, do you like pinch hitting Wade for Lockridge when you need like I'm not pinch hitting anyone when I need off it. Like if you're down in one of these games, Machado's staying in the game all 9 innings. I don't care if it's 17-0. We're going to need his offense.
I 100% agree. Like I'm not pinching it. I'm not taking any of my stars out.
If I'm up 17-0, I need to pile on.
Yeah, for sure.
JD Gaucho, thank you, man. He says, next time you have Aaron Goldsmith on, please ask him about prospect Jared Sundstrom. He's in Double-A and had a web gem. Wonder if he's in the bigs in a year or two. I've heard the name. I don't know a ton about him, truthfully. Is he a former?
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah.
So,
next time we have him on, though. HBBBV says Groupon, is that Grupner, lives in Encinitas, where Vedder and Rob are from. So you're right, Jim. That adds further fuel to like what's on the line here.
100%. Group is, he was biting his nails and he's like, can't really? I mean, you got the Mariners trolling the Padres on their Twitter, being like, game 1 of the Vedder Cup to us.
Well, dude, keep that for old takes exposed.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, let's make note of that.
Do you think they go in the clubhouse tomorrow and Schulte has that tweet just plastered, put on everybody's locker?
I would put that up on the bulletin board.
That's
game 1 of the Vedder. Listen, you can't win the Vedder Cup in one game, Seattle. Come on.
No, it's a long series,
Vedder Cup. I don't know if this is serious from JD's third or if he's trolling us. Why are we so hostile to Vedder Cup? It's a banner and a trophy we can display at Petco. It's something all fans can rally around and be proud of. LFGSD. I think you're kidding. Do you think they'd put a banner up?
Dude, if they did, I would fucking destroy that team. I'm not kidding.
They wouldn't put a banner up.
They already put up those little we made the wild card little banners over the Hall of Fame area or whatever.
Right.
I mean, that's already pushing it. At least it's not displayed to every single fan. Then you have to walk over there to see it.
Right.
But I mean, if they end up,
you think they would have T-shirts and hats on field after the 6th game for the winning team?
I can't wait to see whoever wins this stupid thing, what that team does.
I would love to see them take the guitar, like I said this day in John and Jim, it's like a rock band, and just smash it like you're.
The Padres ended up winning that, and you had I don't know, Machado smash it, and he's about to smash it. I can just envision Eric Grumter running on the field no, and then just diving to catch the guitar from Manny so it doesn't smash, because damn well Eric Grubner had a huge say in the design of the trophy.
Is this guy talking trash? Is this a Mariners fan? I didn't really know they existed. Mariners are taking you guys to Pound Town, son. Okay.
Hey, look, when it's the Vedder Cup, you stakes are a little high, so it gets kind of testy out there, John.
Yeah, it does. By the way, I completely forgot. I got so carried away in this show that I forgot to remind our viewers about our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. If you've got an insurance need, get in contact with Mark. He's been with us since well before the Vedder Cup. He's been with us on wrap-up shows for 4 years. He's been the title sponsor of this channel since it launched. And take it from us, if you have an insurance need, let Mark take care of you. I've got a homeowner's, earthquake, and life insurance policy through Mark, and you can as well. And he does auto. And whatever insurance needs you have, let Mark take care of you. He's got great service and communication. If you ever need him, trust me, he's going to be there for you. You can click the link in the description down below and get free quotes online, or call Mark. He'll talk to you about the Padres. I promise you. He's a diehard Padres fan, lifelong San Diegan, and a huge supporter of this channel. So if you have any insurance need, and if you support this channel, please get in contact with Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance by clicking the link in the description down below.
Yep, all his information is on that ticker, mnimitz@farmersagent.com. We reach out to Mark, let him know that John and Jim, the wrap-up show, sent you. He is the MVP of the Vedder Cup.
Hopefully he insured that thing if they do break it.
Yep, I hope so.
I do want to I say this every time. This is a broken record, no pun intended, for Vedder. But I really love Apple TV's broadcast. Now, I don't know if I love the commentators. Dontrell Willis, okay.
A lot to be desired.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not great. But the quality, I don't even know what it is. And by the way, this super that just came in from Sunriser will allow me to come back to my thought.
Oh,
dude,
losing game 1 of the Vedder Cup. It's all worth it now.
It's almost like we won the first game of the Vedder Cup.
Everybody won.
We all win. Dude, Can we get some clap emojis in the
Clap
chat?
emojis in the chat with a $100 super chat.
All right, so Sunriser, you're the man. It's been a good day personally, and just wanted to add to Jim's laptop fund.
Would you bet on the Mariners?
Took the Mariners minus 2.5 runs.
Yeah.
Thank you both. Thank you both for doing these post-game shows and supporting the Padres. We appreciate you, man.
Thanks, man.
That's seriously so generous, and we appreciate you understanding that, we're here for you day in and day out, and you don't have to
good
do
and
that.
bad.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't the most fun game to talk about for an hour and 5 minutes.
No.
But, man, that's super generous and super, super, super generous. Jim's going to have, your laptop's going to be, shining, and, you're going to have the best internet, and you're going to have all kinds of USB-C ports one day. And
one day.
Amazing.
Keyword, one day.
One day.
Thank you, Sunriser.
Leave that up for a few minutes while we talk.
Right.
What I was going to say is, though, the presentation and the 4K video quality and just the graphics I just enjoy it. I really thoroughly enjoy it. Now, would I prefer Don and Mud? And yeah, but with that package, I just think that they really put a lot into it. I give them credit for treating it like something that actually matters. They treat Major League Baseball well, in my opinion, Apple, with what they're putting into it. I like the Friday night package. Is it annoying not to get it on Padres.tv? I think it is. Is it annoying to upsell? I know it is. And it annoys the shit out of me, truthfully. But once I put the thing on and I'm watching it with my wife, we both said the same thing. It looks better. It looks like it's a more special Major League Baseball regular season game.
Yeah, the quality of the broadcast, the graphics, the cameras, all elite. It's elite.
It really is.
But watching tonight's broadcast, I don't know who was on play-by-play tonight.
Was it they offered I'll find out right now, because they offered us the play-by-play and Heidi Watney, and I said, yeah, I'd love to have either. And then she wrote back oh, they can't do it. I'm like, well, you were the one that you emailed me.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you emailed me.
That makes no sense. Hey, can you have these guys on? Oh, just kidding.
I'm like, yeah, we'd absolutely love to have them. I might have been Wayne Randazzo.
Yeah, a lot to be desired, bro.
And does he call Angels games now? Oh, I don't. Can someone put that? Do you guys know if Wayne? Let me put this. Let me just find this. Yeah, Samantha Miller emails me, and listen to this, guys. Okay, this is what happens when you work in our job. Hi there. I'm sure you know the Padres play the Mariners on Apple TV Friday night. Would it be possible to get Wayne Randazzo or Heidi Watney on the show? I said, yeah, absolutely. And we had recently, who did we have on, Jim? We had a play-by-play broadcast. Oh,
yeah. He does Mountain West games.
Yeah,
for CBS.
Really good broadcaster.
Very good.
We had a broadcaster on, right?
I'm forgetting the name.
I know. He does so many events, but anyway, she's like, will you have him on? I said, yeah, we'd love to. And they said, oh, they're not available. Said, okay. Oh, Rich Waltz is who we had.
Rich Waltz, yes.
He's really good. Yeah, he normally does Angels. That's what I thought. But anyway, they said, no, sorry, they're not available, even though they reached out to me. But yeah, Wayne Randazzo, who does Angels games. I think he used to do some stuff out east, maybe Mets games.
I'm sure he's fine, but
he is.
I mean, Dontrell Willis. I mean, my pen has more charisma than Dontrell Willis.
Which is crazy because as a player, the guy was like Mr. Charisma.
I know. And I'm watching this game. I'm like, yo, is it? I mean, what's going on here?
They're like, he goes D-Train. I'm like, wait, excuse me? Dontrell Willis is calling this game? Because he sounded, I agree with you.
It was a woof performance from D-Train tonight.
Maybe next time. Richard, thank you, man, for the super. He says, nothing says rival weekend like San Diego and Seattle. 1,255 miles between the cities. But to be fair, at least both teams are off the 5 freeway. The whole rivalry weekend, we can get into that, Jim. Call it something else. I get it. You have Subway Series. You've got Chicago versus Chicago. You have LA. You know what I mean? Anaheim, LA.
Yeah.
So, okay, you have some series, interleague series, but if the Cubs don't play the Cardinals, and if the Yankees don't play the Red Sox, and if the Dodgers don't play either the Giants or the Padres, then give me a break with the rivalry weekend.
Here's the thing. So Padres, they're a good franchise right now. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm. I completely agree. They are.
They are one of the better teams in baseball. Yep. They have some of the best players in baseball, some of the most electric players in baseball.
Definitely.
But their history as a franchise is a joke. I mean, I call a spade a spade. Okay.
Yeah, 57 years. No, I mean, obviously, we're all waiting for the first ring.
They've made less than 10 postseason appearances in the history of the franchise.
Right.
Same thing with the Mariners. Mariners are a joke of a
Mhm.
franchise. They've never been to a World Series. They've made one ALCS back in the 90s.
Right.
And
No, wasn't it 01 when they won 116 games and lost to the Yankees?
I thought that was the division series.
Yeah, what year was that? Was that division series?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's division series. Because, yeah. Am I wrong on that?
I don't know. I need their all-time playoff appearances, which isn't a lot. But continue.
So my point is, the reason why this is a quote-unquote rivalry is because it's two shitty franchises historically, not now, but historically. And they're not going to have it interject with Dodgers Giants. All right. They need some interleague play action.
Yeah.
And they both share a complex in Peoria. So just put them on the field together. Like the D-backs and the Rockies are playing this weekend for rivalry weekend.
Yeah. Like what?
Yeah.
I guess some teams are tougher. Now, I'm with you. The Padres have become one of the more preeminent, marketable, favorable franchises.
Oh,
right?
for sure.
I mean, they become a marquee brand. They still need to break through. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
But they've become a marquee franchise this decade. But I guess some of these teams, they just don't. It's hard to match all the teams up. I kind of understand that. Like, it's hard to. There's 30 teams, which means you got good, bad, and ugly in there.
What?
Of course, the Yankees are going to pair well with everyone, but yeah, you're right. Teams like the Rockies aren't going to pair well with anyone.
What do you think? How much growth as a franchise you think they've had over the last 5 years as far as evaluation of the franchise goes? Like if they're valued at like X in 2020, where are they at now in 2025?
I would say it would have been like exponential or what you'd want it to be, if not for their TV
I
conundrum.
think
the TV thing is driving that bus. There's definitely increasing value since the Seidler Fowler purchase. I mean, probably significantly, but it's not like the valuations you're seeing out of the NFL, obviously, but even that growth or the NBA, because they don't have that TV money attached. All of their revenue, and this isn't true, but so much of their revenue is tied to local revenue, right? Gate, the people coming through the turnstiles. Where in the NFL and the NBA, you're getting so much national revenue. And then in baseball, teams like the Dodgers and Giants and Yankees and Mets are making a lot of TV revenue, and the Padres aren't. So my guess is they're not getting that lift that a team like the San Francisco Giants would be getting because of their TV, or the LA Dodgers would be getting because of TV.
All right. So what I got on Forbes right now is they are the in all of baseball, they're number 17th.
Let me guess. Oh, okay. I was going to say 15.
Oh, yeah.
But that's better than market size. You know what I mean?
But guess the team value as calculated on March 2025.
$1 billion?
1.95 billion.
Okay, $2 billion. $2 billion.
So $2 billion.
I think were they purchased for $700 million, Jim?
$600 million.
600. So that's 3 times.
Yeah.
And not that much time.
It says here the revenue is $432 million. Operating income's $32 million, which is
revenue is $432 million. Wow.
So if I were to go, like the White Sox are valued at
what are they valued at?
$2 billion
in Chicago. In a huge city.
Like obviously the Dodgers are number 1. I just don't know.
Yeah. Is it Dodgers number 1 or Yankees?
Like Nationals are valued higher than them. Blue Jays valued higher than them. Mariners are valued higher than the Padres.
Wow. That surprises me. Who's below them?
Rangers are valued higher. Below the Padres?
Yeah. And let me guess. Tampa, Miami, Pittsburgh, Baltimore.
All right,
Oakland,
so behind them, Baltimore is 18th. The A's are 19th.
How?
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Arizona.
Yep.
Detroit. Minnesota. Colorado.
Yeah. All makes sense.
Cleveland.
Is
Pittsburgh.
the worst?
Awful.
What's the lowest?
No.
Tampa or Miami?
I'm going to guess it's going to be Tampa.
Me too. They have like that no stadium situation and everything.
Oh, it's the Marlins. Yeah. Marlins.
Is it the Marlins over the Rays?
Yeah. Marlins the worst. Then it's the Rays. But anyway, I don't know how we got here, but
Neither do I. But I like it.
Whatever.
JD's third, thank you, man. He says the Padres are going with the Vedder Cup. Eric Grubner thinks it's a great idea. Why do fans have to be trolls for supporting the team events? Okay, so you were being serious, is what you're saying from earlier.
Sorry that I don't like things that are like forced down my throat.
Yeah, it's just forced. I don't like things that are just forced.
I like things that
I'll give you examples. I'll give you an example of something I don't like that has nothing to do with this. And I mentioned it earlier, like the NBA play-in tournament.
Yeah,
it's fine.
It's dumb.
But it to me is forced. There's other things. I mean, answer that question as a sports fan. What do you feel like is like non-authentic? It's kind of all, I don't know, forced or like revenue driven.
The only thing I can think of like off the top of my head that was contrived.
Contrived, yeah.
But I think, and at first it's like, why are we doing this? And I think it turned into something that's like actually pretty cool, even though you don't want any of your players in it.
Mm-hmm.
Is the WBC.
WBC. Yeah, it's grown on me, but I personally am not enamored by it. But
I just don't want any of the Padres in it.
People are. It's done well. I will completely agree with that. I think it's been very popular. I give baseball credit for somehow making it work.
And that is a contrived thing.
Yeah.
That didn't happen organically. They made it. And it's like they made it into a thing that I think turned out to be pretty cool. Like I mean, before 2022, the greatest moment at Petco Park was the Adam Jones catch in center field.
Right. And that was WBC. Yeah.
Off of Manny Machado, ironically.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. I agree with you on WBC. I think it's a good point.
And you got last year, or not last year, but 2 years ago, Ohtani and Trout.
Ohtani, yeah.
That's pretty freaking cool.
No, it was good. It is. I agree. It's been successful. I completely agree with that. It's been successful. A couple more supers we want to get to, guys. If you're here, subscribe. And if you're here, thank you for the supers. Click the $sign below the chat box. Talon has an opinion on Eddie Vedder. Yeah, exactly. Like, sky's falling. Team, sell the team. Everything's over.
Right.
No,
I better throw his jersey in the car or in the trash can and burn the trash can.
Yeah, take it out of the cart. Sunriser again, man. You're the man. He says, hi, Jim. Way too much a homer better, so never betting against the Padres. The win today is from Preakness Friday bets, and the winnings are 8K plus.
Okay. Congratulations, Sunriser.
Preakness Friday. So today is Preakness Friday.
Wow.
Look
at you, man. Betting on horses.
Man, Preakness Friday. Next time you're making Preakness Friday plays, include us. I want to get in on some of that action.
Yeah, can I give you a couple? I can give you 20.
Yeah, I'd like to get in on some of that.
Thank you,
Isaac.
Sunriser.
First of all, thank you, by the way, again. Thank you again, Sunriser. Isaac, thank you for hanging with us all week long. We appreciate that. I want to get back to the conversation, Jim, but I do want to thank our friends over at SeatGeek, because maybe you want to get out to Petco Park this weekend. You can do it with our friends over at SeatGeek, and we'll tell you how. Not only will we tell you how, remember to use our promo code. We've hooked you guys up. Use promo code PODSWRAP. That's PADSWRAP. You're getting $20 off your first ticket order at SeatGeek of $50 or more. You're getting $20 off. That's $20 off your first purchase. Promo code PADSWRAP. Make sure you click the link in the description. You're going to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. We do want to thank our friends over at SeatGeek. But listen, you can pick up tickets for Saturday night, okay? A pair of tickets Saturday at Petco, $45 including fees, and then take $20 off if it's your first order with promo code PODSWRAP. So you got 2 tickets for $70 with fees. Like that is a deal for a Saturday night at Petco Park, and you can do it thanks to our friends at SeatGeek.
And with SeatGeek being MLB's official ticket marketplace, your tickets, they're fully guaranteed and instantly fulfilled in your account after purchase. Just use our promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP, $20 off your first SeatGeek order of $50 or more. Use our promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP, and enjoy the game on us.
All right, back to the conversation. As again, the Padres lose 5-1. Yeah, Stephen Kolek, we didn't really touch on it. I mean, maybe there's an inevitability. He's not going to go scoreless every time he's out there. It had been 2 starts and 2 very good starts. And tonight he gets roughed up. More than roughed up a bit. He got roughed up. I mean, he allowed 5 runs. He allows 3 home runs. J.P. Crawford, Rowdy Tellez, Cal Raleigh, who can flat out hit. So one of those nights, he goes 5 innings. He allows 5 runs. Hopefully he bounces back. We still don't know on Yu Darvish. We had Kevin Acee on the show today. Is Yu Darvish's next start in the major leagues with the Padres, maybe in Toronto on this road trip, or is it back in the minor leagues because he needs more work? I think we probably believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jim, if we were betting, we would probably bet that Darvish's next start is in the major leagues, right?
I would bet so too. By the way, I'd seriously, you need to tell me to shut up, because today on John and Jim, all I did was praise Stephen Kolek.
Yeah, how could you not?
But that's the thing. I'm praising these dudes, and they immediately go around and put up a clunker, and then Jackson Merrill forgets how to hit.
It does feel like everything you say, the opposite happens.
Recently, yes.
Who did you do the reverse jinx to? Oh, it was to the freaking whatever his name is with the Cubs that we've been talking about.
Yeah, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Right,
okay.
You've made him into the great. He had 6 RBIs today.
I've jinxed. I said I think the Denver Nuggets are going to win the NBA Finals, and then they lose Aaron Gordon. Now they could still win Game 7, but they're not winning the Finals. Aaron Gordon's out for the
No, you said Boston was going to win it all 3 days ago.
I did. Yes, I did. And then the Knicks beat them by 70 tonight.
Right.
I go. Yeah, the Celtics are going to end up beating the Knicks in this series.
Wait, look at Jeff, our buddy Jeff. Jim, can you bash me for how single I am? So I can have some woman of my dream find me tomorrow?
Yes, Jeff, you are a lonely soul, and you are going to be forever alone.
Congratulations on dating Sydney Sweeney tomorrow.
Yeah, congrats on that. You're welcome.
Amazing. Yeah, you've got some superpowers, man. It's amazing what happens. Jim will praise and the player goes to shit, or Jim will go on a tirade about Manny Machado going like 0 for 19, and then Machado's going to homer in 5 straight games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I shit on Xander Bogaerts, and what happened? The next night against the Giants, he has the greatest night ever. Remember that? I was shitting on Xander. I was like, this is the worst player ever. And then that Tuesday night goes out, hits a 3-run homer or whatever it was in like the 8th inning off like a reliever that hasn't given up a run yet this season.
Well, you're not going to see this. Oh, wait. No, that wasn't it. You're not going to see. Oh, yeah. Jim told me I never win the lottery.
You're never winning the lottery, Chad.
You're not going to hear Jim say this because that takes it too far.
It does. That just ruins it all. I mean, that
crosses the line.
It really does. Even though I said, remember last year I was like, Ohtani sucks and blah, blah, and he goes 50-50.
Yeah, you know what's pissing me off about Ohtani? I don't know what he did tonight, but you look up and the numbers are freaking good.
I know.
Like really, really good. Here, and it's pissing me off because it's just taking away opportunities from like Fernando. It's a long year. It's not that the door has closed there, but it's not going to be easy, as we know.
Yeah.
Not going to be easy at all. This weekend, though, for the Padres, let's see. On Saturday, it's going to be Nick Pivetta trying to bounce back from Colorado. And then on Sunday, it's going to be Michael King. Just go win these games. I mean, you got Pivetta and King at home. I'll take my chances there. Stephen Kolek, with all due respect, is not Michael King. And obviously, Nick Pivetta has been really good, especially at home. We should get into the King C story from John Heyman. We can do that as well for a few minutes, where John Heyman said that the Padres are trying to extend one of those 2 pitchers. And I'm paraphrasing, and would prefer Michael King. This was John Heyman in the New York Post yesterday. It's a pretty significant story. If it in fact is true.
It's significant, yet when we had Kevin on today, what he has heard, and I mean, I think just take it for what it is, that they have not even talked. There's been no talk. But what if he's reading the room, and this is just his like educated guess, is that yes, the Padres would prefer Michael King over Dylan Cease if they were if they were going to go after somebody to keep.
Which again is a wonderful, I mean, if you could keep either, you're in a better spot than having neither. So we would take Cease or King, but King's been awesome for this team since he got here. He's been awesome.
The Padres will never sign Michael King or Dylan Cease. They are not resigning. They are going to free agency. They are not going to be on the Padres this year or after this year. It is a 1-year deal. They are leaving in free agency. The Padres will not sign either of them. They're both gone after this year.
I'll one up you. The Padres will never win a Vedder Cup in our lifetimes.
The Padres are never going to win a World Series, by the way.
That was a little far. I was kidding. Yeah, I kind of like this game. Clip that for when all those things happen. Clip that for when all those things happen.
Sure.
Maybe in 2020. I love the reverse jinx, man. I'm a big reverse jinx guy. I really am.
I like try it sometimes, but then in my heart of hearts, I know that it's like the Warriors, right?
Mm-hmm.
I tried with when Steph was out that they could win at least one game, and I was like, "Who am I kidding? It's fucking Steph Curry. They're not winning. They're not winning the game."
It's like the Celtics without Jason Tatum. Who said that they're better?
Oh, Emmanuel Acho, the Mr. Like I have to have a hot take about everything guy. Like he is he is Mr. I have to have a hot take about everything guy.
He really is.
Like
he really is.
He's like, just watch his videos. They're so cringe because everything he does, he scripts out, and they're just so cringy. Did you know that like he became and got to where he is today because he started doing videos in 2020 when like, BLM happened and whatnot. And he was like, doing these videos of like this overarching themes in life or whatever. And dude, it was wild. And I was like, who the hell is this guy?
It's Emmanuel Acho.
Well, now he's really annoying because he just has to have a hot take about everything. Like legitimately everything he does is a hot take. It's crazy.
Should I, you know what? Should I just smash this thing? I'm just staring longingly at it.
Give it to me. I'll take it.
Ever since I bought it, he hasn't had a hit. This card has the same number of hits as the actual player since I bought it.
Yes. So we are shifting the blame here to you, buddy. Like I said what I said, but you're the one that bought the card before what I said.
And then when I bought it, people were like, "Why'd you buy that? It's not like numbered." And like, no, don't buy that. Like, oh.
Yeah, people are like, "Why'd you spend $60 on that? It's an overpay.
It's like pointless." I know. By the way, JD Gaucho saying Sundstrom's an outfielder, top 30 prospect, former Gaucho Jim. Hit a home run at UCSD. They hit a moving trolley car. Yeah, we'll ask Aaron about him. We appreciate you. Oh my gosh,
Sunriser, bro.
This is amazing. This turning it's like one of the great like wrap-up shows in the history of the 4-year channel.
Love the Vedder Cup.
Dude, your 8K Preakness winnings are all going to end up as the 8K wrap-up show winnings. We all still love Jim with the Jinx Talk and John. Go Padres and trust this team to get the series win. Love the reverse jinx from Jim, and please keep saying we are never winning the World Series. There will be a day. There will be a day.
That's not a reverse jinx, my guy. That's not a reverse jinx.
Why? Because they haven't, you're saying?
Exactly.
There'll be a day. I don't know when that day is, but there'll be a day. Maybe later this year.
What happens first?
Okay.
By the way, I didn't tell this story, or I didn't tell this story on John and Jim today. It was supposed to be on my back page.
Okay, let me hear it.
Let me look this up. Like it's like right up my wheelhouse.
Okay.
Hold on. Why is it not doing this? All right. All right. So, astronomers. This was yesterday.
Oh, this will be a good segue to Mova Globes.
Astronomers says that a 600,000 mile wide bird wing solar eruption could hit the Earth.
What? Excuse me, what does that mean?
On Tuesday, astronomers watched as a vast bird wing eruption sent waves of superheated plasma surging across the sun's northern hemisphere at over 600,000 miles long, or 1 million kilometers. The solar material was more than twice as long as the distance from the Earth to the moon. Scientists predicted that part of this eruption could hit the Earth as early as tomorrow.
Tomorrow, like tomorrow?
However, astronomers say that the Earth will probably receive a glancing blow from the wake of the passing storm. Most of the material was shot out of the sun's north pole, so it will most likely avoid Earth.
Most likely and probably are not the words you're looking for tomorrow. Okay, like most likely and probably. It's the Vedder Cup. Move the bird strike, or whatever it is. The solar systems. No, the Padres haven't won a World Series yet.
You know how when like something's gonna happen, birds like sense it and they go crazy.
And that happened today.
That happened at my house. A bunch of crows like attacked my wife and my dog.
Is everyone fine?
Everybody's fine. But there's like feathers out in the front yard from like this bird.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, that's a good segue though. Whatever's going to happen tomorrow when the planet ends or whatever, to remember before that happens.
Before we die.
Before we're like smashed to smithereens by whatever Jim was talking about, pick up a Mova Globe. All right. They've got all 30 teams officially licensed. They have Planet Globes too. They got Planet Globes. Click the link in the description down below. Use promo code PWS10, PWS10, PWS10. Get 10% off. All you got to do is click the link in the description down below. You're going to love these. The baseball fan in your life is going to love them. They spin automatically with artificial or natural light. There are no cords. There are no wires. Terrific product. Companies based in San Diego. Technology was invented in North County in Cardiff by the sea. So you're going to love them. These are great, great products. They really are. They've got so many cool, unique gift ideas, including these MLB globes, including the San Diego Padres, and get them by clicking that link down below and use promo code PWS10.
Yeah, before we all die tomorrow because of the solar flare from the sun, just pick up a Mova Globe. Subscribe. Yeah, let's get this thing to 10K before we all die, okay?
Yeah, I would be really disappointed if we got this thing to like 9,900 and then the planet evaporated.
That would suck, dude.
Right?
That'd be a major bummer.
How hard is it? By the way, for those that aren't familiar, although I think a lot of people are, I've done this before in gym, like laughs in my face. If you get 100,000 subscribers, you get like this like plaque from YouTube, right?
Dude, yeah.
They're called like play buttons. And there's people that like start their channel like a week ago, like talking finances with Jim Russell. And they have like 110,000 followers because Jim has good like stock advice, right? Mm-hmm. And we grind our ass off on this channel.
You know.
And we're going to need a couple of World Series, okay? If we're going to push 100K, we're going to need a couple of World Series. We're going to need a couple, I mean 4.
We're going to need a couple World Series. We're going to need like a string of like 7 Vedder Cup championships in a row.
I like that. They're going to have to trade for Ohtani.
Yeah, we're going to need to have the Padres, trade for Ohtani. We're going to need a couple perfect games in there from Padres pitching.
It would have to be the Padres winning World Series because there's no possible way to get there without them winning World Series.
No, we do a Padres-centric YouTube channel. There is 0% chance we're getting 100K.
Right. I mean, we reach every like passionate Padres fan because, not everyone is subscribed to the channel, but we see people that don't subscribe that watch the channel. I mean, we're reaching tens of thousands of Padres fans.
Right.
But like, it's not, 100,000 is a big number, dude.
What do we, we're going to have to do like Mr. Beast stuff. Like, How long can I last in a major league ballpark?
Right. Like if I had only one guitar to play.
Yeah. It's like
I know.
you have to stream for 72 hours straight without getting up. And you have to stay inside this red little circle. Can you do it?
Exactly. I like this from Jeff. Probably the Padres win the World Series.
Padres win the World Series.
I mean, yeah, that's a great question. That is a really good question.
Yeah, 100% Padres win the World Series before I get a new laptop.
So do you think that like bird strike thing or whatever you talked about is like likely?
No, because this story was from 2 days ago. So that means it should have happened today.
Then we're fine.
Yeah. Everything's fine.
We're completely fine. You're going to be very surprised at what I'm about to do. You are going to be shocked.
What? Show me you bought another card?
No.
What?
This is what you're shocked at. All right, guys, look at the screen right now.
What did you do?
Our friends at Underdog have just dropped their playoff basketball promo, The Extender. All right. You can play your way to increasingly bigger boosts each round of the playoffs. Start a playoff series, right? The Western Conference and Eastern Conference finals are about to kick off by using your game one boost and continue boosting each subsequent game to unlock the next one. The longer the series, the bigger the boost. You're going to want to see how serious it gets when you get to a game 7. All right. Hop on Underdog, the best place to make picks during playoff basketball. Get started now. So that's the extender, all right, where you just can win more and more and more as the series goes longer. So here's what I would say. As you can see right here, you have to start with game 1. So you can get in before the Eastern and Western Conference finals start. And you're boosting your profits by 40%. And then as it goes on, you can boost it by 100% if it goes 7 games. How do you take advantage of that? Click the link in the description down below. Use promo code PODSWRAP. You're getting a free gimme pick on your pick'ems and a 50% deposit match up to $1,000. You're going to love Underdog Fantasy. It can't be simpler or easier. Click the link in the description down below. Play the extender in the NBA postseason. Play pick'ems with Major League Baseball games, including the Padres. Use the promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP, and click that link in the description down below.
And make sure you download Underdog Fantasy by scanning the QR code right up here and then using our promo code PODSWRAP when you sign up.
Get in on the action. Seriously, it's a great time to do it. Major League Baseball, NBA postseason. It's a great time to do it. Use that promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP. What a week, Jim.
Yeah, I'm pretty burnt out. The Vedder Cup really took a lot out of me.
I'm burnt out like the sun, dude. Get it? Sunriser.
Bro. We're gonna save you from yourself here in a second, okay?
No, let's just keep it live. We'll go to sleep, Jim. Leave the stream up. We'll get here in the morning. It'll be like $35,000.
My conscience, I can't do that, even though I can't do. My conscience would not be okay. Thank you for the super Sunriser. Sure, you say we can't advise how to bet, and this said thoughts on how the follower can take advantage of this extender and win some. Wait, what? What does that say? Sure, you say we can't advise how to bet, and this said thoughts on how the follower can take advantage on this extender and win some to donate back. Okay. John's doing something right now. I could tell. Yeah, I thank you for the super Sunriser, but I don't really know what you're asking there. Yeah, bro, when his bets got drunk. But thank you for the super Sunriser. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you being a loyal watcher of the wrap-up show and supporting us like you have. So
sorry, I was just talking to Kristen. Hold on, let me see that super real quick, and then we'll get out of here. But
I don't know what it means.
Sunrise, you're the man. Seriously, everyone here, thank you for your support, whether you're here live or on replay. Listen, we're not doing a wrap up. Normally during Vedder Cups, we do all games. This year, we're going to take the Saturday Vedder Cup home game off.
Right.
We've made that exception this year.
Yeah.
I feel like we've done what? Is this our 13th Vedder Cup we've done together? I think it's our 13th.
13th or 14th.
Right. So we're going to take this Saturday off, but we'll be back Sunday night recapping this series between the Padres and the Mariners. We'll see if they can get 2 games. Nick Pivetta, Michael King. We'll see if they can get 2 games. And if they do, they're sitting pretty. And then they go on the road, right? Where do they go?
That's a great question, John. Because where the Padres go after the Seattle series is they go to Toronto.
Wow. Love that.
Yeah. All right.
Just keep it live. I'm kidding. All right, guys, support our partners, Mark Nimitz, SeatGeek, Mova, Underdog. Thank you. We'll be back Sunday night recapping the series between the Padres and the Mariners. For Jim, I'm John. Sunriser, you're a real one. This has been the wrap-up.